Hey people, it is Sunday, March the 6th, and the time is 5:38 in the afternoon, and the temperature is currently 8 degrees Celsius, which has actually come down several degrees from earlier in the day. It was a very mild day, hitting the mid-teens, but now the temperature is starting to fall, but it's still quite mild, obviously, for this time of year, but also extremely windy. There's a wind warning in effect. Some areas could see winds of up to 100 kilometers an hour. This is the second day we've had a wind warning. Yesterday we also had one. But I'm walking on Front Street East here, heading east, coming through the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. And I'm just sort of going to do a winding walk around the neighborhood. I thought I'd get a closer look at a part of St. Lawrence Market that I've never really done before in a video. Not inside, but around the outside perimeter of the market. There's a little elevated walkway and dining area, outdoor dining area. And I should be able to walk around that and check out a pedestrian bridge over Lower Jarvis Street. And from there I'll just start making my way northward. There's lots of great 19th century era buildings here in the St. Lawrence neighborhood. I just dropped Megan off at Union Station. She's catching a via train back to Guelph after spending the weekend. And we did a live stream together yesterday and it was pretty fun. So I thought, why not record a video before I head home? Here's Church Street. Kind of a new shot or a new perspective of this alleyway with those new towers rising in the background.
They take a stage and they kind of flatten it a bit like a ticket and then they try it.
Earlier in the day, this neighborhood was quite busy, much more so than you see right now, when the temperature was hitting around 15 degrees Celsius at its warmest point. People were out and about in a very major way, enjoying the weather. So here's the St. Lawrence Market. So as I mentioned, there's this outdoor patio area here that extends around the building, so I thought I'd check it out. Also get a aerial view of Market Street. And believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever been on this patio area here. Get some neat views of the Esplanade. Here's Lower Jarvis Street. This is pretty neat. I don't know what's taken me so long to come up here. And this bridge over Lower Jarvis I've also never been on before, so let's check it out. And it's starting to get a little darker now. Sunset is coming later and later every day. I think in another few weeks it won't be until after 7 p.m. That'll be nice. And of course the time change is coming when it's time to spring ahead. And now back out onto more familiar territory. Try to avoid walking underneath the scaffolding. It's not always possible, but here it is. Just enough room to walk without stepping onto the street. Here's King Street. And here's a neat little pedestrian walkway connecting King Street to Front Street, and it's also where you'll find the Imagine Cinemas, which is one of my favorite movie theaters. It offers first-run movies at discount prices, and with very comfortable seating. The closest theater to my building is actually the Cineplex at Yonge-Dundas, but this theater here, the Imagine Cinemas, is only a couple of minutes further walking, so it's definitely worth it. If I can come here instead of Yonge-Dundas, I usually do. However, it's been a very long time since I've seen a movie there. They were closed throughout most of the pandemic. And now that they're finally open and all restrictions are lifted, I hope to go back soon to see something. And here's another neat little walkway. Tangle of streetcar wires with St. James Cathedral trying to make itself known. So now we're walking north on Church Street.
Or no, I just like.
So I think I'll make my way over to Lombard Street. There's a look down Adelaide Street. I'm mostly making this walk up as I go along, but I do have a final destination in mind. And that is the Shoppers Drug Mart at Yonge-Dundas. I'm just trying to get there, taking a route that I haven't really done recently, which can be a bit tricky in this part of the city as I shoot so many videos around here, given this is close to where I live. This is Lombard Street. Maybe I'll cross to the other side for this vehicle to pass. And some of those winds are really kicking up right now. And it feels like the temperature is dropping rapidly. I wouldn't be surprised if it's fallen another degree or two since I began recording. I think tomorrow we're going to be back to around 0 degrees again. Quite the roller coaster of temperatures, which has been typical of most of the winter. And we might even see some snow in the city tomorrow, if you can believe that. I think I jinxed myself by saying that that was unlikely in a previous video. And now we're coming to Victoria Street. And I believe this building here is where the passport office is, at least for the downtown area. And I keep meaning to renew my passport, so I may have to come here sometime soon. Let's take a look south. I've always liked this sort of canyon effect here on Victoria Street. It's a pretty underrated downtown street in terms of its urbanity. It's a bit lacking in pedestrian traffic though, because there's really not a whole lot on the street in terms of restaurants and retail stores. And there's the Confederation Life Building. And this is Richmond Street. And I'm getting bathed in steam pouring out from this grate that I'm standing beside. Hot steam is just pouring out of it. Here's Queen Street. I think I'll take a walk down Bond Street, which is just a block to the east here. That's a street I haven't gone down in quite some time. And there are some interesting buildings along Bond Street. Including the Mackenzie House. This portion of Queen is always a bit tricky to cross if you're not at a signalized intersection. The traffic seems to always move at a rate that makes it very hard to run across in time. Here's the Metropolitan United Church. And this is the old wing of St. Mike's Hospital, the old historic wing. And I know there's been talk of demolishing this old wing. Although I'd be kind of sad to see that happen. I'd rather like it. It's not exactly in the best condition, obviously, but it does add a nice, solid, stately presence here to the street that probably couldn't be replicated by a new building to replace it. This part here is particularly interesting. They just don't make buildings like that anymore. The car had its Ukraine flags flying. And this is Shooter Street. And there you can see the more modern wings of St. Mike's Hospital. And here's the St. Michael's Church School, or choir school, I should say. Across the street as well. So all these buildings are connected to St. Mike's Hospital here on this side. And here's the Mackenzie House. Let's see what the plaque says over here. So we got William Lyon Mackenzie, 1795 to 1861. First mayor of the city of Toronto in 1834. So this house dates back to the 1830s. Yeah, and it looks like I'm kind of unable to walk through here. I believe there was a major accident here at this intersection earlier today. This is the Bond Place Hotel, although it's been temporarily used as a homeless shelter over the course of the pandemic. I think what happened today was somebody was struck by a vehicle and did not survive. Not sure if it was a resident of the shelter there at the Bond Place. And I'm just about at my destination. The Shoppers Drug Mart at Dundas Square is just up ahead. And here come those wicked winds again. And it's starting to get dark now. And as usual, there's lots of commotion at Yonge-Dundas. So this is where I'm going. So I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the completely unplanned walk. Checking out a few spots that I've never checked out before, mainly the cool outdoor patio area wrapping around St. Lawrence Market. I thought that was pretty cool. And this person is swearing quite heavily with a loudspeaker. It's not really the best way to stage a protest. So anyway, leave a comment below if you enjoyed the walk, and like and share and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my merch store. And you can also find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.